Archaeologists in light flickers through the opening of a huge structure in the sands a few miles from Aswan, Egypt. The walls are covered with ancient ash, which is left over from fires that have been out for a long time. As the explorers go deeper inside, they find an amazing sight. This tomb holds secrets that Lane has kept hidden for thousands of years. Hello everyone. In this video, we will talk about the incredible discovery made by experts in an Egyptian cave. Before we start, make sure to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon for regular updates. Let's get started. Archaeologists discovered an unsettling old building in an Egyptian cave, making it a suitable target for the Egyptian-Italian mission at West Aswan. Emma and the multinational team worked together to uncover the secrets of the building. And to their surprise, they discovered a tomb that held entirely new and unexpected finds. As the archaeologists uncovered the tomb, the first thing that struck them was how large it was. The Egyptian Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation has provided official recognition and hard cash, although the university has provided most of the program's funding. The project is centered on the Aga Khan Mausoleum near Aswan. The Aga Khan's mausoleum at St. Simon's Monastery resembles the Fatimids' tombs in Cairo and has been a pilgrimage site since 1957. He brought his wife, Begum Habib, a prominent benefactor, died in 2000. The swan has a lengthy history. Back in ancient Egyptian times, it went by the name of Swinat, sitting right on the country's frontier with Nubia. Its name is supposed to come from the Egyptian sign for market or trade, from a goddess who had that name. She represented childbirth, which is appropriate for the gateway to a country. The swan was famed for its quarries, which supplied cyanide. Some exciting finds came in February 2021 when an example from the Ptolemaic dynasty was discovered. People may have been buried there since the reign of the Ptolemaic pharaohs in the 3rd century BC, right up until Roman times. Minister of Antiquities Colette Lanini and leading Italian archaeologist Patricia Piacentini said that the tomb contained a range of people, men, women, and children. The pair of corpses who may have been mom and child were in good condition, but many of the mummies. The academic went on to point out that in its day, a swan had been a highly significant trading animal. In 2021, the mission redoubled its efforts and made a huge and unique discovery. Dr. Piacentini and her colleague from the Directorate of Antiquities of the Swan in Nubia, Abdulmanem, disclosed the results of 5 months of excavation, a tomb that seemed to hold members of the one family. This tomb was unique because the team found it in a building above ground, unlike most tombs in the necropolis, which are either under the sands or cut into the hills of rock. Archaeologists believe it was a sacrifice site. Dr. Piacentini told the Live Science website that due to its location along a valley of access to the necropolis, this building was used as a sacred enclosure where sacrifices were offered to the gods in the form of Ares, creator god, and protector of the fertile floods of the Nile. The god Kam was a figure of worship for about 3 millennia. Because he was depicted working a potter's wheel, he was assumed to have created humans. Religion was first established at Hurwer, near Al-Ashman in central Egypt, but from the 1500s BC on, he started to be connected with Elephantine, an island near Aswan, where he became the lord of the first cataract of the neighboring Nile rapids. Dr. Piacentini recognized that tomb robbers could have caused the scorching on the building's walls, but it made it more likely that the edifice was used for sacrifice. There were altars, animal bones, and plant remains inside the tomb, which has survived despite its age. The tomb now labeled dates back to the first days of Greek influence in the area. And while looters had struck back in antiquity, they didn't take everything inside. Something like 20 mummies remained. One body found next to the crypt's eastern wall had a necklace next to him that bore the name Nikis Stratos, suggesting that his body was probably dragged out of the tomb by grave robbers. Archaeologists discovered a child's mummy and some decorated cartridges, a sort of paper match covered in decorations in which the mummies were wrapped. Another of the burial sections recessed into the rock above the room hid a further secret. It was a mummy of another child. When researchers used X-rays to investigate more closely, they discovered something lying upon the child's chest cavity. It was a plaque, perhaps identification for its arrival in the afterworld. Most mummies were recovered in 4 burial portions. Some of the mummies are in good condition despite being thousands of years old, but others have had their bandaging and cartilage cut by thieves who may have been searching for valuables buried with the bodies. They may have used the knife archaeologists found next to the mummies. Tombs revealed the mission's next step was to examine 75 mummies to determine their age and whether they had any ailments that required X-rays. A portable machine was brought in by the team. One tomb had about a third of the children's mummies. Children were about 10 years old. The rest of the corpses were almost all female. Researchers found at least 3 groups that seemed to be families. A mom, dad, and son all laid next to one another. A close examination of the mummy's bones revealed infectious diseases and metabolic problems. One adult had a limb amputated, and since the bone partially healed itself, they survived. The excavation team's website said that some bodies showed arthrosis, indicating a healthy existence. The researchers unearthed a sarcophagus made of clear stone that was still in good condition and could be dated to the end of the pharaoh's reign and the Roman era. 5 vessels and parts of others were stored. It is likely that the vessel was intended to be used in the afterlife by someone buried in the tomb. The pottery broke, unfortunately. Other things found included statues of Bob Burton and plaster pieces that still displayed their colors from the Greco-Roman period. There were also stone panels and altars that were probably used for sacrifices to ensure the burial of those interred in the tomb. That's it for today. What do you think about this incredible discovery? Let us know in the comments section. Please like and share our videos. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon for regular updates.